Hello, guys. This is Andre here, and I just felt like doing this broadcasting, and just to let you know that I'm here, and I have a big audience, and some of you guys may have noticed that I'm putting out a lot of videos lately in Russian, but you don't understand what I'm saying, what the heck I'm saying, and and I've been getting even comments of people saying, "Hey, I really like your whips, and I want to connect, and I want to get in touch." And I got these comments, for my Russian videos. So, and I know that you're watching, and I know that I haven't put good English videos lately. So I decided to make amends and make some knife videos today for you, those of you who like knives. So, and this particular broadcasting is dedicated to one brand of knives that I'm very fond of. It's a Russian brand of knives. The name of it is Saro. And those of you who may be familiar with this brand, others just remember that the logo of this brand is elk or moose, and Saro. So this one is a folding blade. It's made of forged steel, very nicely finished. The name of it is Shuvalovsky or Duke Shuvalov. This is one of the probably nicest folders that are there for sale by Saro. So they have a big, blade, the main blade, and they have a can opener, and also the wine bottle, the cork, opener, the screw. Okay, this blade comes with all right. The can opener is also locked by the lock mechanism. All right. And this knife comes with a nice leather scabbard and a document saying it's not a cold weapon, which means it can be shipped from Russia to any location in the world. And by the way, these knives are available, or soon will be available. Some of them already are, but others soon will be available on my eBay shop. The link you will see, in the comments to this video, in the description. So this is more on the expensive side, but they have a more basic blades like this one. This is a stainless blade, also nicely finished. It's a single blade folder, also with the moose on the blade as a logo. It's a long blade, quite basic. Very practical work blades for not expensive. So this blade would probably cost around $30. I need to check, but the prices are there on my eBay page. Or if you write to me, I will leave an email. If you write to me, you can easily connect, and I'll let you know the price and the terms of shipment, which is just easy. I ship by regular Russian mail. Well, it takes about a couple of weeks, to arrive. Another small also with the elk. So I know this maker. I've known this maker for a long time. The reason is I live in this area. I was born in this region where towards They've been making some bayonets for Russian military. Okay, and they've been making medical, lancets and knives for surgical steel, and they're still using it for making the civilian and military blades like this one. Another single piece lock blade from Saro, right? Okay. All right. So much for the folders, because the reason I'm starting with folders because they're already sold. Believe it or not, in the United States, some people know these knives, and I've sold a couple already. But there is a guy I mean, who's been collecting these knives, and he's probably got more Saro knives than anybody in Russia or US. If you want to find most blades in one location, I know the guy who has them, and it's unbelievable the collection he has. So I'm shipping him some knives, and yeah, well, and the reason I'm filming those now, that they'll be shipped tomorrow. So I want to take this opportunity to um, film them for you, and just let you know that they exist, and they can be made available very quickly because I have a direct contact at the manufacturer, and that I have supplies from them within a week, and then I ship wherever I need to ship by regular Russian email. Or if you pay a little bit extra, I can ship it by express mail. So this is a small knife, um, which is more or less like a box cutter, or just everyday carry knife. Nice. They use real polished wood for the handle. So, and now I'm coming a little bit closer to the bigger blades. So this one is a full tang blade with a you know wooden handle, but it's a full tang. It's I mean the steel blank goes through the whole deal, and it's quite thick. So this is a good bushcraft blade, and it's made of stainless 65H13. Stands for chrome, so it has some chrome in it. I'm not a big expert in the steel and the blades time. Okay, so a lot of Saro knives using the rubber handle, so it's all resistant rubber, and the same blade, a type of blade, like you can see, you know. These blades are identical, except this one has a rubber handle and this one has a wooden one. So if you go out in the woods or fishing, and you don't want to mess up the handle, it's better to take one with the rubber, which I mean can resist weather conditions, and not so demanding for the care. And a stainless blade is not demanding for the care at all. So another knife like this has a rope handle. Okay, so it's the same type of blade, but it has a rope. So which makes it a pretty good throwing knife as well, because it's heavy, and it's a full tang blade. It's quite big. It's quite big. So it's like a universal bushcraft blade here. I have a couple more like this. Another one is fully black. Other than that, it's identical. It has the rope handle, And probably, well, this one probably uses carbon steel. Yeah, normally the black blades use carbon steel as material. Okay, so I got a couple more blades like this with full tang rope handle, and this one is one of my favorites. It looks like a throwing blade, and I've thrown this blade. It has good balance. I mean, it throws very well, and unlike most throwing knives, it is a real deal blade. I mean, you can it's already sharpened. It's pre-sharpened at the factory, so you can use it for the bushcraft as a real blade, even a combat blade, a tactical one. But it is immediately can be used as a throwing blade because normally makers of throwing blades use different types of steel, but not so good. You cannot use them for normal, knife work. And this one you can because it is universal. It's not just a purely throwing blade. This one uses carbon steel and it's black, nicely balanced, and you can use it for different types of throwing techniques. You can use it for no spin. You can use it for spin. You can use it for knife fighting or combat use. It's a fairly big blade too, and it can be used for tourism, for fishing, for as a sports blade, and it's really not expensive. It's like I said, it's around $29. $29 exactly, not around. It's around 30. But okay, let me put it aside a little bit now. Now I want to a couple of throwing blades made by the same maker. So the name of this one is Berserk. Okay, and it's a pretty big blade. Not, I mean, extra big, but it's pretty big. Okay, and it's perfect for different types of technique throwing techniques. You can do spin, you can do no spin, you can do both. That's a big one. And most Saro knives, actually, practically all of Saro knives use basic nylon, scabbards. Okay, another one is a smaller throwing blade. If you can see, this blade name is Vector, and all these knives have been designed by one of the Russian throwing knives champions. His name is Dmitry Melnikov. And Dmitry Melnikov has been designing knives and using knives at the championships. And he's been using his own knives at the championships to win. You win, world championships with them. So he knows what he's doing. He knows what a good throwing knife looks like, and he's making them. And he is marketing them too. But I'm in touch with the maker of the knives, so I'm able to provide good price for those knives for you. Okay, I will be putting them on eBay shortly. This one, yeah, this one is exactly the knife which was used by Dmitry Melnikov to win our, European and World Championships in knife throwing. All right, so much for the throwing knives. I got a couple more, but like I said, this knife maker has been contracted by Russian military for a long time to make the bayonets and tactical knives. But for civilians, they use same design, but thinner blade and what else? Yeah, for this particular one, it's a thinner blade and different And sometimes they don't have a hand guard. For instance, if this one has a thin blade, and for this reason it's not considered a cold weapon in Russia, this one has a thick blade, but it has no hand guard, and for this reason it's also not considered a cold weapon in Russia, and probably not only in Russia. And this is a fine knife, you know. Those both are. I like both, but this one is quite heavy. It's a heavy duty knife. You can use it for throwing. It makes a perfect, you know, throws, because it's rather heavy. You can find a point of balance, and then you can throw it both, you know, spin, no spin, and spin. It has oil resistant rubber as a handle, and now they started using plastic for the scabbards. Well, it's better than they used to have. They used to have just the nylon. Now they have plastic with the rivet, which locks like this. And okay, so it's still not perfect, but for the $30 knife, it's as good as it can get. I mean, it uses good steel. It uses this one probably uses Aus 6 German steel. The other one uses carbon, and also they use um, stainless. This one is Aus 6. Okay, so for a reenactment, or for, you know, tourist use, and for even combat use, if you're not afraid of a thin blade, I mean, this knife makes a good impression. More like this, and this is the same, but it uses steel for material, and it has a black blade. All right. Saro has a great, you know, variety of different products, and I don't at the moment have all of them, but even those I shared with you are fine knives. I mean, and I'm really encourage those who are knife collectors, and who have, you know, interest for the knife, to get a couple of those, to check, you know, even for everyday carry, for everyday use. They're perfect for the price and for the quality. So this is a you know, um, Puko knife. It's in Russian it's called Finsky knife. And this design of the knives of this design have been very popular in Russia and in Scandinavian, you know, countries. And this one uses leather for the handle. All right, same basic, you know, shed. All right, so let me show you a couple more knives I have, and okay, I want to start with the bigger blades. And one of the biggest blades that I got at my house is this one. That one is a beautiful blade. I mean, look at that. It's polished, it's shiny, it has a big, you know, pistol grip. So if it was a pistol, or if you have a nickel, you know, polished pistol, that would be a great match, you know. It's a kind of dandy type of knife. And it uses a rubber for the handle. Thick blade. It's not exactly a hand guard, but it can be used as a type of a hand guard. But it's a serious blade, I'm telling you. You can go hunting, or you can go, like, you know, to the woods with this knife, and it is unbreakable. I mean, it is a real deal. The name of this knife is Storm, and I'll be putting them up for sale on my eBay page. Okay, this is a smaller knife, but also very nice, nice looking, basic bushcraft and nylon uh, paracord handle, full tang, nicely finished. Okay, and not last and not least, I got this exotic, kind of blade which has a sword at the back of the blade, and the hook, which is good for skinning. The name of it is akula or shark in Russian. Well, you can ask why I'm interested in knives at all, because I've been I've been selling mostly whips for a long time, but now I'm also selling knives because it's my like hobby, and as oftentimes happens, hobby turns into a business or into a job, self-employment, or selling. So I'm interested in knives for myself. I've been collecting knives, and I just wanted to share with the world some good knives that Russia makes for not so expensive, prices, and they're beautiful. I mean, some of the knives of other makers in the world are not beautiful, but I mean, look at that. Look at that. Very nice, isn't it? Okay, so, and one like this. So really nice, neat, uh, good quality knives for not so expensive prices. So that's probably it for today. So let me know if you enjoyed this video, and if you have questions, make sure to write me at the email I leave below, and visit my eBay page. Some of the knives are already there, and I will be adding them shortly. And also visit my eBay page for the whips, because I'm a big whips seller. You know, I've been selling whips made in Russia for a couple of years now, and I've sold hundreds of whips across the globe. And only good impression, only good feedback from my customers. I got many repeat customers, and I'm looking forward to making you one of them. So let me know if you enjoyed this video. Maybe you have some questions you wanted to ask me, or about Russia, about life in Russia, about um, all the products that you've seen here, about whatever. Because I've been enjoying making these videos, and as you can see, I'm quite talkative guy, and I got my theories, Russian guys series on everything. If you're interested in those, because those videos you've seen, you've been watching concerning whips, I'm going to continue making them, and the weather has improved. We've had very cold winter this year, and very long winter too. So the good weather is coming, and I'll be going out in the forest on a bike, and I will be making more videos concerning whips. I will do some whip cracking there, and demonstration of different new types of whips, and probably even a knife throwing if you're interested. Okay, so we are into a lot of fun soon, and I am going to show you more knives next time, because I got more of different other makers that I collect and sell on eBay. Or you can write me directly to my email, and we agree, on the price and on the, shipments, and just save both of us some expenses and not paying eBay fees. But anyway, it's been nice talking to you, Have a nice day and stay touched.